Hey guys, so this is a little bit of a different message today. We will be starting an official group online, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. So it's called Friends Together. I'm building an app that will be a competitor to meetup.com, and it's got some good investment behind it. So you guys, along with me, we are going to be among the first beta groups, and we'll be able to ask for features and stuff and get involved in making the software if you're willing to help me. And we're going to create a tinnitus support group that will include some online meetings where we'll meet together online at the same time, probably via Zoom. Almost surely it will be. And in addition to that, you know, you'll be able to log into the group and it'll be private. So like your name won't be revealed unless you're a member of the group. Then most likely you'll be able to see at least the names of other people that are attending the group. If that's a problem, we can even make your name private. And then, you know, we'll get your email address when you register, and you'll be able to get notifications about things that are happening. There will be chat, and that's the thing I'm excited about and also scared about. We'll probably need a couple of like moderators who just make sure our chat doesn't get too out of hand. Obviously, we're not going to allow people to promote things that are theoretical that might help people with tinnitus, but might also be a little bit of can I say bullshit? If it's a gray area, we won't allow that sort of thing, and we won't allow too much overly negative talk in the sense that people are saying that habituation doesn't work or that you can't just have a good attitude. Yes, you can. You can have a good attitude. You can keep working on that until it's better. And this is scientifically proven that we can improve our attitude. So, but we will have that. I'm thinking that we're going to have launch of this by the middle of next week if it all goes well. Right now in the software we have the ability to make events, and we just added the ability to make groups, and we want to be able to link the events to groups and make sure the events are private. And when the events are private, then we'll be able to show the Zoom URL, but only people that are members can see the Zoom URL. So that's the main thing that I'm hoping to get completed, and then I'll be able to publish the URL to you so you can join up. And then the chat probably will come a week later, but if we're lucky, we might get it sooner. And that way we can, you know, kind of help each other. And I'll be very interested in, I know some of you are suffering, and some of you are doing better, and some of you might even would go so far as you could be a fellow counselor to others. But I want to sort of encourage that type of communication with each other. So we need to have some people that'll back me up if I'm not there and somebody's having a crisis, you know, and we can help each other, that kind of thing. You know, I guess just recently I can think of two instances, like Glenn, he's facing a problem with a substance and tinnitus, and you know, he sometimes gets pretty down, but I think he's doing better now. He's got at least starting to get a plan to do better. And but you know, I felt like when I got his message, we wanted to, you know, help him and reach out to him, and maybe we can get some other people who just, you know, they've been through it, they've gotten into a better place now, and we can kind of help each other. And then there was Crawl to China, who actually was in a I think it's called Crawl to China, his username. And I think he also was in a psychiatric ward because he got maybe he still is, but we want to help him get back to his family and get better again, and give him some support, because I can imagine he doesn't have people next to him all day long. He's probably in a room a lot of the time, and he's got his phone, and you know, it's nice to just have somebody to talk to that understands. not just anybody to talk to, but somebody to talk to that understands what tinnitus is like. So I'm hoping that some of you will think of this as an opportunity, just like starting this YouTube channel, it was an opportunity for me, because one of the ways that we recover from tinnitus is getting out of ourself and into other things, including helping other people. And I think some of you are going to find that as you strive to help other people with their tinnitus, it's going to just be a beautiful thing for you too. You know, because as you give other people advice, you're really also going to be following your own advice, right? And you've heard a lot of the things now that we need to do, and you can help each other. So I'm hoping that we'll have that positive type of atmosphere, that good atmosphere of supporting each other. And then we might even have some leaders in the group who we feel are stable. You know, you've gotten to a stable point. And a lot of us were not stable before, and we got to a stable point. I'm so fortunate. I feel that I am. Although occasionally I get a little anxious myself. But it's usually not about tinnitus, fortunately. But yeah, so that's coming. It's probably coming next week. I'd love to hear your comments about how, based on what I told you, I know you haven't seen anything yet, but I'd love to hear your comments about how you would participate, if you would be willing to join, or if you wouldn't be willing to join, tell me why. That's okay too. And if you were to join, you know, how you might make a contribution. I think it might be a really good thing for you too. And then maybe if we grow and, you know, get a really good group going, we can do things that are even more special, like things to help heighten awareness, to reach out to people, to maybe bring in some specialists to help us sometimes. We could pool a little money together and pay somebody $100 that's I don't know, some kind of a super doctor. Just an idea. Maybe we don't even need that. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Like we can grow and do some cool things together in the group. So next week, if all goes well, I should be able to at least get it started. And then it'll probably take a little bit more time to really get all the software functions working awesomely. But I think we can do the Zoom meetings. We can have the chat all within the next, you know, week or so. Like I say, the chat might be a week later, or maybe even 2 weeks later. But we're in range now where I can announce it, and you know, it's already happening. So anyways. And I just a personal to you, I'm not doing this software only for tinnitus. You guys can really help me too, because this software project is really important to me, and it could have a great impact on my future economic well-being if I'm able to get this software running. But in terms of this particular thing, I just want to have a really good tinnitus community. And if we have a good community there, the investors are going to see that, and hey, we're doing a good thing, and we can repeat that with other types of situations, people, you know, other groups, not just people who have you know, some like tinnitus or something, but it could be hiking or you know, getting together for restaurants, chat, language learning. We will have some language learning groups as part of our software too. So I can get into that later, but you might start hearing me talk about this a lot more. So I've got a little bit of something I can get out of this too. So I hope you don't mind my saying that, but it will help me too if I can get this community working, you know. But first goal is to build a nice, good tinnitus community where we can help each other, chat, have Zoom meetings, and then from there, maybe, hopefully the sky is the limit. We can do lots of wonderful things together. Okay, so that's my video today. I will be doing the normal type of videos soon as well, but I hope maybe, even from the standpoint of helping you with your tinnitus, maybe you can start thinking about if you have to talk to other people about tinnitus and how you might help them. I think that would be good for you too, right? So think about it, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, have a good one.